Hello everyone, welcome to Code and Mouse Automation Lab. This is Shurful. Today we're going to learn how we can do automate calendar, like how we can set feature date through the Selenium. As an example, let's so this is our site, and here there is a date, the travel date. So if you click over here, it'll automatically pop up, the calendar. Usually it's pop up on the current date, say the current month. So right now it's supposed to pop up like this, and then you can select either any current month, any date from the current month, or any future. So let's do in future month, say December or January, February, any month. So example, let's do it December and or any future month. It's the same process, okay, as long as it's future month. Right now it's November, so I will select any month from December. So example, from December 12th. So similarly, when you are going to see the video or your test, it's going to be your selected month is going to be the feature of from your current month. So this is the the exercise for selecting the current month, future month. So say 20. So first, we have to select this month, like your month will be current month after you click and pop up, and then you have to make sure that we have to click on this button until it's find the month we're looking for. So example, we're looking for December. So this is our first condition to match our month, and then we can spy our date. So example 12. So we can spy that. Let's do it. First, we'll launch in this page. Say we need to spy this field first. Okay. So it has ID. It has ID. We can use this ID. There is a tag name is input. So input is a tag and we can use ID. Let's create it. Okay. Say this is the XPath for this search box. So let's do it. This is the search box XPath, and after that, let's do it and then play. So let's get back to calendar. Okay, with our Eclipse. So I create a class. It's called feature calendar, and here is a prerequisite. So it like we have to use a set property method to set or to look at our web driver. I'm using Chrome driver, and then the relationship between web driver interface and a Chrome driver class. Then I use window and maximize method to maximize the window. I use delete all cookies to clear all of the cookies from our browser. I put some implicitly wait, say 5 seconds, and this is the the page to land. So use the get method, and then I use so this is the first we got to clear. This is the XPath. We just saw the spy for the search box, the date, the box where you click on, and then it's a pop up the window. So first I clear the box. It's better to clear to make sure there is no the previous history is or any previous date is selected, and then click up there. So up to now it will pop up the the date window. So next, what's next? The next would be select our month. Let's select our month, right? So our month would be, here is the one thing, our targeted month is December. If you see any month, okay, let's see, I can show you. There's something when you select month or day from calendar, you have to notice. You'll see it's so attribute would be the same. Say November. You can see November. Okay, so you can see there's a class is a date picker switcher. This is a class, and the text is only difference, but the class is same, and it is one of the child class. It is one of the child, like th, one of the child under tr, and it has a grandparent like table class, and it has a grandparent is a div class, is a div picker. So this is the main grandparents. It started to journey from here to here, from here to we don't need this thread. Yes, we can use this one or directly one of the chart. If you move, you can select. So it's a grandparent class is date picker dates, and also the month classes date picker switch. If you go to December, let's see, it's fine. You can see it's the same. It's a grandparent. Its class is date picker dates, and also classes the month class is the date picker switch. So all the month, doesn't matter what month you select, it's the same. Only the difference is it's the text. So we have to a little bit optimized way to write our locator for the month, so that it specifically says the month we're looking for, the month of December, or looking for the text contains is the December. So we'll start our journey from the grandparent, like classes date pickers days. We can use CSS Selector or XPath is fine, but CSS Selector would be let's code just the class name. This is the class name, and another class like this. Okay, and then we'll use get text up to this get text, and then we'll say get text dot contains, and then we'll say December. So that would be our targeted that will be the locator for the December. Our targeted month is December. So let's do it. So make sure this we need two class, one from the parent. Grandparent is this class is date pickers, and also another one is date picker switch. So classes, this is the two. So we'll create a CSS Selector. So we'll say driver dot find element by dot CSS selector, and then since it's CSS selector we're saying, so we're going to use, there's no at the rate, there's no double slash, so directly the attribute name is a class, the grandparent name is a class is date picker, date picker, picker, date picker dash days, and the child would be so we have to make sure the child, so this is the parent, and then the child would be also class equals to, we saw that the class equals to date picker switch, right? Date picker dash switch, date picker dash switch, and then this is our total CSS selector for this for the month, any month. Then we have to make sure we'll get the get text dot, we're looking for the month contains December, right? Put the value December, right? Okay. So this is the locator. Okay, this is the total final locator. This locator, just remember that this is the common locator for any month. CSS selector for any month. We're saying, when you click on the calendar, it will pop up the current month. So this will not, this will match the current month, but we're looking for month of December. So we'll get the text, whatever is the month after we click in the pop-up. We're saying get text, and then we'll say we're matching on that text, so it will get the text of the month, whatever is popped up. We're looking for, it should have contained December. So we're putting this one. If it's not, we're putting this one in a while condition. We're saying while put this in a bracket. What's it? Okay, we're saying while I'm looking for the month, while it's a month, looking for a object what contains December. So when you click on that calendar, it will pop up usually always the current month, so it's not gonna match. So I'm saying until it's match, click on that until it's match. Here is the thing, until, so it will pop up usually current month. So until it's match, or saying until it's match, click on this button. That's my the target of the plan. So we're saying here, so this is our target, but when it will open the calendar, it will not match with the December. It will not get text will not be December. It will be the current month, which will not match. So we're saying if not equals to, so it's not true, right? So we're looking for December, but it will find the current month. It will find the current month. So, but we're looking for the future month. So it's not true. So we're putting another negation. So negation of not true, which is true, because while condition is only work when you have a condition is true. Then it will, your compiler will get inside. So I'm saying this is the locator for December, but it will find the current month, which is November. So it will not match. It's not true. This locator is not, this locator is true for December, but it's not true for current one. So I'm saying I'm not looking for this one. So this is a negative of this locator, which is true. So negative of negation is true. So it will get inside. So I'm saying until you find this locator, click on the next button. So click on the next button, it means this one. Let's inspect it. Okay, this one. Let's enter the text part. This is not the right one. Copy this. Okay, this is the relative XPath for this next button. So say driver.find element by .xpath by .xpath, and put the path. Okay, put the path get context vector dot click. So I'm saying while this locator is not true, is not true, so it's not true. When you go to the current, when it will pop up to current month, it will not true. So and then I put another negation. So negation of not true, it means it's true. So it will get inside. It means until you find the locator what contains the December, click on next button. So this is the locator for the next button. This is the locator for next button, and then click on there. Okay, so I know it's a little bit tricky, but that's the way we can handle it smartly to select our desired month. And after that, we'll look for the day. So let's find out the date. So days here. So example, we're looking for month 12 date 12. So let's find. Here's a okay. In day, you can see it's saying class is whatever day it's after we select, it will have a class name active day. If you select that one, other one is selected, there's an interesting thing. You see now it's 11 is active, so 12 is now the class is day. So in fact, this active day it's created after it gets selected, and until before it's selected, all of the date, all of the day class have the same. It's like work as a group. You can see all of the it's a class name, it's a day, class name is day, class name is day. So all of the date, all of the day, current day, it's at the class name have a same attribute, or which is the class name, and the value is same like a day. So it's a group. So we have to use, it's a group. Okay, so we have to use driver dot. So it's the same class name. We use driver dot find elements, and it's a class name, right? So let's use this driver dot find elements. Driver, you will understand that. Okay, just be with me. Driver dot find elements by dot using class name. So all of them have that class name. It's a day, right? Because you saw this, like all of them have all of the day has a class name is day. So that's why so it will, when you select use the class name, it will automatically locate group of element or the group of day. So that's why we use driver to find elements method. And let's put this one, since it will return number of dates, right? So let's put this one in a variable is called dates, and then it will return the type is web element. So because those are the web element, dates are the web element, and I'm gonna use list interface. I'm going to explain here. Import, list, import original. Make sure you import the right package. So what I'm saying you can locate all the object by the class name is day. So since it will locate the group of object, so I put all of them in a dates variable. Since it's a more than one element, I put in a list. In a list, it's an interface. It's a part of Java collections. List and interface. It's allow you to save same type of or different type of data in an array. In an array. But it's one of the reasons why we use a list, because it's allow you to save duplicate data. Since by this locator by dot class name day, it will locate the same type of objects. All of them it will locate, first of all, it will locate group of object, but all of the objects are same, which is day, right? So that's why it's a duplicate element. That's the reason we use list interface. List interface is a part of, again, it's a part of Java's collection. And do you want to know? So it's a part of Java's collection, and it's allow you to save duplicate elements. right? So that's why we use the list. So it's now it's an array, and that array it's saved under dates variable. So dates, this variable now have the knowledge all the locator by the group, all the locator by the dates group, right? So now let's do one more thing. Let's say there are how many, let's we use so now our array have all the list of the day. We need to run a loop so that it's look for the right date that we're looking for, like 12. Okay, so to run a loop we need to run. We'll use the for loop. We need to condition, right? Like its size, how many dates we found by this locator. So let's count it. So let's put in a count variable or the whole thing. This is the locator. Will give us a total number of group of dates. Let's use the size method, and size method will give us total number of dates. It will return, this size method will apply to this locator. So this locator is nothing. It will show the total number of the dates is found by this locator, and size will find out the total number. Let's put in a variable this one. Let's put in a count variable, and it will return integer type since it's a total number. Okay, now we can use our for loop. Integer, let's put an I equals to 0, started from the 0, and then I then definitely will be less than count, and then I plus plus, and then we will use our for loop body for for loop. So what we're doing again, we have a list. We have a list array under this dates variable, which is located, which is the result of all number of same element, which is dates. So if we know how many the object we have by the same locator, we can run a for loop, and we'll use the for loop, and we'll search our desired date like 12, until we find it. We'll increase the value of I started from the 0 in this array, and then we'll increase the I until we find it. And as soon as we find it, we'll click on we'll select the date, and we'll jump out from the loop, which is we'll use break. So let's see. So we'll say same thing. We'll use. Okay. Let's say, so this is the locator. So after we run, it started from I equals to 0, get inside the loop. Okay, so we'll say driver to find the element, get all, not the size, we'll not use the size. We'll say locate all the elements by this locator dot get I. So index of 0, in index of 0, first it will locate all the elements by this locator, and get the I in index of 0, locate the element in index of 0 or index of I. So I is right now 0, and then we'll say get text, and then put in a variable. Let's say text variable, and return type would be in string. So by doing this, what's I'm doing? Something, locate the element, locate that element, by this locator based on the index number. So index number is I, is the first index would be 0. So the first element and get the text of that element. So whatever the text is like, number. Text would be the date number. So you'll see this is the text number, right? You can see that each and every one have a only difference is the text. 12, 13, 10, 19. This is the text. So it will start from the first locator. The index number is 0, and then it will get the text, which is the number, and then put that text in a variable called text. So this text variable will have the value of index of I, or which is 0 right now, and we'll compare that text with our desired value. Okay, so we'll say if text dot equals, if text dot equals ignore case, or equals ignore case. Okay, with what our targeted value is 20. So this text will have the value based on our index number. So when an index number is 0, it will get the value of in 0 index number and put in a text. Then we'll compare the text with our desired value is 20. We'll compare it. If it's a match, then get inside. If it's a match, we'll select that value, and then we'll jump out from the loop. So how can we select this? We'll say driver dot find elements. Again, from the elements, we'll say same try dot class name. What's the class name? The same there. This is the locator, and if it's a match, it will say get the I, whatever the get I dot click. So whatever the value for I, the text, whatever the value for I, the text is match with the 12. We're saying get that locator based on the index and click on that one, because that's the one we're looking for to select. Okay, if it's not true, go back to the for loop again, increase the value of I. So next increase value will be 1. Then again look for the value of index number, the value of index number 1, and then put in a text variable. And then again that the value of text compared with our desired value is 12. If it's a match, get inside, click on that value or select that. If it's not, go back to loop and keep continue. Okay, as soon as we find then the match one, after we click, it means we selected, we break out, we jump out from the loop. So because we don't need to continue the loop anymore, because we found our desired the date. Okay, pretty much that's it. Let's save it and then run it. Okay, select it there. Okay, it looks opt-on, and select the 12, but didn't do anything. Okay, what's the problem? Okay, let's see. Browser, okay. Okay, it's saying CSS Selector value it. Okay, it occurs, and so looks like the problem here is on CSS Selector. CSS Selector. Okay. So looks like problem is here. Click on that. Okay, looks like problem is here. Say CSS Selector. Say class date maker dates. I'm copying, the CSS selector again. Pasting here. Let's put in this one, and then extra. Okay. Let's change them. Like general favorite function. Say let's check May. For some reason, in my machine, I think so, since I did so many times for December, so it's when I click the calendar, it's automatically goes first in December. That's from the cache. I have to clear the cache. Okay, and let's run it one more time. Let's. This is my target is now is May. It doesn't matter, as long as it's a feature month, it should work. Okay, so we got a little bit of issue. I feel like since this the driver.find element for the month was too long, it was the line for the month for CSS locator. What I did, I put the whole locator in a variable. It's called month, and then return type, it's just a web element. Make sure you import the package, and then same thing I did before. So I just make the code a little bit easier and visibility, increase the visibility. So I'm saying month, it means nothing, the whole line that I used to just before, and then get text. So it will locate this. You follow this locator, which is the common locator for all the month. Then I'm saying get text, get the text where contains May. So example, we're using May. Okay, and so it will not select the May, because when you click on the calendar, it will pop up the current month, so which is not. So this locator is not true, and I put negation. So negation of not true, it means it's true. So if the condition is true, it will get inside, and then it will click in this locator, which is the next button, until, and go back again, and it will compare again. If it is not true, it will click in again. So it will keep continue clicking until it's find the month, it's May, and the date is fine. Let's save it and run it again. Finger crossed. Let's see. April looks good. May, select the date. Here, okay, here we go. See, it's selected May 12th, 2020. Very good. So we can minimize it. So pretty much that's it. Okay, it's a little bit tricky, I know. The month one, also the date, because the month and day and the day, both of them they use group. So we have to make sure that when we select the month, it's better to we have to journey traverse from parents to class and put in a variable that's will make it easier the code, and for the dates, since it's use the group, so we use the find elements and then put in a list array, so that we can run a loop, started from the 0 until the less than the count, and put in a text variable by the locator as per the index number, and then whatever the text will be, compare the text with our desired date is 12, and as soon as you find it, click on that and then jump out from the loop. Okay, pretty much that's it. So please try and stay tuned. Please don't forget to click on subscribe button so that you can be updated for the next class or next tutorial. Okay, thank you so much. You have a wonderful day. Bye bye.